football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. This should be a good one to watch, and it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1 seed. A week off to prepare. Now a playoff game in your building. It's that age-old question. What do you think? Rest versus rust?
Yeah, I think if you ask the coaches, Mike, they would kind of go back and forth, but it is no question. With players, they want that #1 seed, they want that bye, and they want to be sitting on their couch during the wild card round watching everybody else beat each other up. You factor in that rest, you factor in getting your legs back under you and getting some guys back, maybe who were out some previous weeks, and you're playing in front of your home crowd. That's every team's dream to start the season, and it's exactly what we got here.
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. But those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You've been getting ready for the offseason.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line. Play action now. It's Burrow. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Slot man in motion right. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 20-yard pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a first down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They go play action for Burrow. A ball deep for the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
Going up top. That is hard. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack, now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They send the tight end in motion. Burrow working in the pistol. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Burrow to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Dragons offense ready for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's first and 10.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll send him over to the left. They run on the jet sweep, and he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. In motion, it's Robinson. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. The Bengals out and ready to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Dragons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
1st and 10. Back to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fun.
And remember now,
After review of the play.
so that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Dragons. The extra point is up and through. And the Dragons are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll get this out quickly to his left, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. In motion, it's Robinson. Now, faking the give. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. And that is caught. Whoa, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. Now Mike McDaniel.
Previous play is under review.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. Here's third down and a few inches. He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Dragons. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Dragons move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. Burrow now. Now he takes off. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Tight end on the move left. Burrow here on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dragons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Byron Murphy there on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. He'll get about 2. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd and 2. In motion, it's Robinson. On the give, this is Allen. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one. The ball comes out. It is picked up by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dragons. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Dragons add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Higgins sent in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The defense has it, and he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. The extra point, up and good. And the Dragons will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
2nd and a yard. To throw is Burrow. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On the ground, it's Allen. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll look to pick up the pace. They send him right out of the slot. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. He'll get this out to his running back. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So we are at, and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter.
Bengals 3.
These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. And back to it here, the third quarter underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, He's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bengals.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
A gain there of 20. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
They go play action for Burrow. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Burrow to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Allen. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Now, Burrow. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Dragons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Brings up
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. The Dragons getting their punt team out here. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Burrow working in the pistol. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Here comes Allen, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Higgins sent in motion. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Third and long. Throwing is Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Back to throw, Burrow. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Handoff here, up the middle. Uh-oh. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bengals 33-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
First down and goal to go.
Here's a run. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. The extra point is good. And the Dragons add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. This team's offense make their way out to take over once more. Burrow now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Burrow here on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this ball incomplete on third down. The Dragons punt team unit comes out. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 9 on the play. It brings up 4th down.
Returnable from the 17. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Dragons offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Owned back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. It brings up 3rd and 4.
Moving the tight end right. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run now on 2nd down. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. 15-yard pickup there. That's enough for a 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's to the 10. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is good. And the Dragons stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Higgins sent in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They send a receiver in motion left. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on. And as the #1 seed, the victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.